Karma is a bad bitch. While watching a movie for 2 hours long, it was more like a fry pan to fire situation. Alice, who chased that? You know if it happen now, jig, jail. Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. Ewoma here. It feels so good to do this intro after more than 2 weeks. Your girl has been MIA on this YouTube street and I was terribly ill. But thankfully I'm recovering. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. How have you guys been? If you've not seen my face if you're just seeing my face for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. And to my OGs, I've missed you guys. So glad to be back. So guys, today's video is not going to be about why I've been MIA or why I've not been on YouTube for a while, but I want to talk about this movie Anikulapo. Like, am I pronouncing it well? Well, I want to talk about this movie and the life lessons I learned from this movie. So if you're interested, then keep watching. So guys, this movie Anikulapo is the trending movie in Nigeria right now. It is currently on the #1 spot on Netflix. Okay, so if you've not seen it, just go to Netflix and type Anikulapo and the movie will come out. The movie is mixed feelings actually. So before I go into the life lessons I learned from this movie, I did a little research when I saw the movie and I tried to find out what Anikulapo means. It simply means the one who holds death in his purse, like person when hold death, person when he control death. That is what the movie title means. But first of all, there were some parts of the movies that I was like, that like cringed me out. So one of the things that cringed me about the movie is while watching a movie for 2 hours long, like seriously, I know they were trying to like prove a point and they were trying to like make this masterpiece perfect, but 2 hours was too much. Okay, I found myself like dozing off at some point, but the movie was still a very good one. And also they didn't show us the the toasting or the chiking moment between Arulake and Saro. They only showed them having that eye contact at the palace, and the next thing is she's ambushing him inside the bush. So like, when did the chiking occur? When did he make her know his intentions? When did she make him know her intentions? Like, what happened? Like, what went behind the scenes? Like, we don't know. But the movie is still a very amazing one. I mean, you should see it if you haven't. So just for the sake of those that have not seen the movie, let's just do a little backstory. Let's just refresh our memory. So the movie is basically about a guy, Saro, a local cloth weaver, or he weaves clothes like all these are ashoke. He had an affair with the king's wife, which is Arulake. They were caught. He was beaten to death. Then he was brought back to life by the bird, and then she chased the bird away, picked up the power of the bird, gave it to him. He started using the power to bring people back from the dead as well. And then they had issues, and then something happened, and that led him to dying a second time. Well, I think that's the best way. I think that's the best way I can, like narrate the movie to you. The movie was long. It had a lot of twists and turns about it, but overall, it was a good story. It's like Moonlight Tales. That was the kind of story. So yeah, that was what the movie was about. So let's just jump right into the life lessons that I learned from Anikulapo. Lesson number 1 is the grass is not always greener on the other side. I know in life it always seems like other people are far better than us. It's always like, I wish I had what this person had. I wish I was in this person's shoe. I wish I was at this person's place or position. But a lot of times it's not always like that. If only we can actually see, okay? The grass is only greener where you water it. Just look at Arulake's situation. She was the king's favorite wife. She was his last wife. But she didn't have any child, so she was constantly mocked by his other wives, okay? Now she has run away with her lover, Saro, and moved away, and now they are living. She still doesn't have any children. Not only does she not have any children, Saro's other wives are now insulting her. In fact, she went from the last favorite wife, to the first and most hated wife, in my opinion, because now he has other wives. She's not even his wife because they were never married. They were just living together. His other wives insult her. So which is better? I mean, you left the palace You had everything, the best and favorite wife of the king. And I'm sure if she had even mentioned to the king that his other wives were, insulting her, I'm sure he would have put an end to it. But she didn't. So it was more like a fry pan to fire situation, a grace to grass kind of situation. So please, in real life, in our lives, let us just strive to be better, strive for better things, and just keep watering our grass, watering our side of the grass. It will turn green, our grass will grow, and we'll be fine, okay? Life lesson number 2 is karma is a bad bitch. Karma is a bad bitch. See, when karma come for you, see, part of the reason I didn't really feel sorry for Arulake is because she caused her problems by herself. Yes, I know some of you be like, "Oh, my pity the girl. She lost so much. She lost her position in the palace." Who chased her? Who chased her? Nobody. From what I even saw, she wasn't even treated badly by the king. You cheated on the king. What are you expecting? The man to be loyal to you? Arulake? You expected Sarah to be loyal to you. It don't fit happen now. Jail. It's not possible. You can't cheat people and expect that your own will be good. You can't spoil things for people and expect that your own will be good. Let's apply this in real life. Don't cheat people. Don't hurt people. Don't do bad things to people because why? They're powerless. They don't have money. They can't defend themselves. The truth is, when karma comes for you, now you go cry. So yes, I learned that karma is that bad bitch. It may take a while for karma to visit you, but karma will definitely visit. And when it does, its venom is going to sting even worse than what you did to the person. Look at what she did to the king. The king has sent her away, or she has left the palace, and he will marry more wives after her. What is she gonna do? Now she has left Sarah's house with nothing, no money, no nothing. The only thing she did was take back the power. I mean, that's the worst she can. That's the worst she can do. Do you think she'll go back to the palace? Do you think she'll be taken back? I don't think so. So yeah, karma is that bad bitch. I said it. So please let us learn that and let's just be careful with what we do. Lesson number 3 is fear women. See, even me now, I dey fear women. I dey fear my gender. Anybody wey no fear woman, run from that person. That person never know wetin dey happen. A lot of great and powerful men have been brought to their knees by women. Let's take, for example, John the Baptist in the Bible. I mean, he was a powerful servant of God, a powerful man of God. But all a woman had to do was to demand for his head on a platter. And what do you think happened? The head rolled. It didn't even take 2 seconds. Look at Joseph in the Bible. All Potiphar's wife had to do was accuse him falsely, and he was in jail for years. A lot of other powerful men have been brought to their knees by women. So please fear your gender. Just look at Sarah and Arulake. Arulake gave him the life he was living, and she took it from him. The moment she took it, what happened to him? He died again. She was basically the Anikulapo of his life. She held his life and death in her hands. She made sure he was alive, and when she was done, death came to take him. What am I saying? When she was done with him, he died the second time. So please let us learn this lesson. Let us fear women. This is going to men out there. If you have a good woman by you, please take care of your woman, love her, treat her good, because when you push your woman to the wall, you are not even ready for what is coming for you. So I think that was a lesson to men to treat their women better. As that is one important life lesson I've taken from that movie, is to never treat anybody badly. I mean, especially people that have helped you, that have done big favors for you. So my next life lesson, or the lesson I learned from Anikulapo the movie, is that pride goes before a fall. Saro, in fact, I think he deserved every bad thing that came for him. I mean, he basically had everything, but what happened? He became proud. So proud to the extent that he started demanding for the king's daughter's hand in marriage to bring back the prince from dead. Because yeah, if you don't know, the power Arulake took and gave to him gave him the ability of the bird. Now, according to the movie, in ancient times, Yoruba people did not used to bury their dead. They threw them into the forest, and then this bird comes, bring them back to life. Okay, if they did not deserve to be alive, the bird allows them die. But if they died untimely, the bird brings them back to life. So when he was brought back to life, Arulake took the power from the bird, you get, and then she gave it to him. he was now using that power to bring people back from the dead. And this made them rich, made him very rich. He was very much respected. Now, Arulake could have easily taken the power for herself and became like the most powerful woman in that village and other towns as well. But she gave it to him. I mean, she was the basic good woman, wife material, loyal woman. But what happened to Saro? He became very proud. So proud that he even went on to marry other women after her. I was expecting him to be forever indebted to Arulake, worship her like a god because she is and was his god. But he got other wives, got other children, and then he now felt like he wants to reach where his hands are not supposed to reach. He wanted to marry the king's daughter. And what do you think happened to him when he could not bring the boy back to life? Of course, he was killed the second time. I'm very sure if he had just told them, oh, I am not able to bring this boy back to life, if he was humble, I'm sure they would have let him go. But because he already beat more than he could chew, he had to be killed a second time. So yes, never be proud. Even the Bible says it. If you humble yourself before God, he will lift you up. And if you are pride, you will fall yakata to the ground. Okay, that is another important life lesson I learned from that movie. Which brings me to my next and my final lesson is to trust nobody. See, don't trust anybody. I'm very sure if Arulake had, learned that lesson for herself, she would have not found herself in that mess in the first place. Here she was trusting a man she did not know because she did not know Sarah from anywhere. She only met him and was a lover to him. Sarah knows her secret. What happened to her? Sarah went on to tell her secret to his other wives, who were now using that to insult her. Look at her, former king of a wife. You left your palace. Can you imagine the shame? Now, down to Sarah. Sarah was so stupid in my opinion. He trusted himself. He trusted his environment too much. If I was Sarah and this was the bottle containing the power, trust me, this thing is never leaving my side. I am sleeping with it, eating with it, bathing with it, everything. He let it out of his side. That was where Arulake was able to empty the contents, therefore thereby leading to his death the second time. So let me know, guys, in the comment section, which of these lessons or what other lesson did you learn from the movie if you've seen it? And if you've not seen the movie, do you think all these lessons are applicable to real life? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. This is the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've watched to this point and you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.